Looking through the lens, opinions of three friends. Looking through the lens, sometimes they don't make sense.
Starting right now. Welcome back to another episode of Through the Lens. We are indeed Unholy Trinity. I'm Sundu. That's Patronus Gold on my right. That's
Yep.
Ziflus on my far right.
Yep.
And today we are going to ask, what if episode 5, what if zombies, question mark, exclamation mark.
Yep.
When the Avengers are infected by a zombie plague, surviving heroes search for a clue. This episode was directed by Brian Andrews, as always, and written by Matthew Chauncey. I won't go through who stars in this episode, and I say we just get straight into it. How do we feel about this one?
It was my personal favorite out of all of them so far. It's a really fun episode. I've seen a lot of reviews about this one, and it's like, oh, it's totally inconsistent stuff. And I see where you're coming from, but at the same time, I feel like the purpose of this one isn't to be as dark as possible. And like feel like this is more just a fun one-off adventure sort of thing. And like in that, I think it fully delivers like really well. I don't know, it was really great, like super duper tropey, and like, I mean, obvious references to other like zombie films and stuff. Key player being The Walking Dead, but I feel like there's a reason why, and I'll tell you that in spoilers. It's a little piece of trivia actually, but anyway, I really loved it. So yeah.
Yeah, mate. I thought it was fun. Yeah, a bit of zombie shenanigans. But I don't think the episode was meant to be all serious and all, as you said. But if we
Yeah.
look at it through like a serious episode lens, it is not serious.
Yes. And yeah, let's just hop straight into the topics. And we're making this a full spoiler episode.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think it's necessary.
Well, last episode
Yeah.
was full spoilers, wasn't it?
Just because the last episode, like the entire thing was you can't avoid talking about spoilers or whatever. Or like, I can't remember what we did last time. No, last time wasn't full spoilers, I don't think. At least I didn't put it as full spoilers in the title. So if so, I might have fucked up a little bit. I might need to change that afterwards. But I think you can avoid talking about spoilers in this one. Just like you can be a bit general with it.
All right.
It feels like a one-off.
And let's talk about the acting, lads. How do we feel?
As always, pretty decent for the most part. Like, nice impressions as well from voice actors as well as actual cast.
I do agree.
Yeah, same for me. Just solid as always. All right, talk about a little bit of writing now.
Yep.
How'd that go?
So for me, I reckon the writing it's fine. There's it like I said, it's super tropey and like super duper predictable, but it's kind of okay because it's just like a fun little thing. And like actually the ending of the episode, like the very very end of the episodes, managed to like surprise me a little bit, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think in terms of comedy, I actually reckon this is the best written comedy episode out of all of them, and I don't think some of the jokes were cringy, but like I reckon the cringe to actual laugh ratio was much better than the previous episodes. And I think that's also to do with the cast of characters I had in this one, and they really felt comic booky in a good way. They felt like the comic book counterparts, and I think everyone was like written pretty much like they would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything to add? So I've got nothing to add.
Not really. Yeah.
All right. Cinematography then. Very red mood towards the end.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
a
that's the one,
certain
yeah.
someone was it.
I feel like that's a bit
Yeah,
too much of a hint.
we're walking on tiptoes here.
Uh,
I don't want to give anything more.
they do cool darkness stuff, I guess, as well. I mean,
Yeah.
it's horror movie stuff. It's not like
Yes, sir. All right, and we'll move on to talk about editing and visuals then. I guess touching on what we were saying before, some cool kind of like colors and themes in that sense. But like anything else, how was like the
I
animation?
liked how there was actual violence in this.
Oh yes,
You get to see people get cut in half and like heads decapitated and shit. I mean, it's not like super gory or anything, but it's got some impact to it,
yes, sir.
which is nice. Yeah.
It is
Um,
nice.
and I like the designs of the zombies and stuff. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, anything out there?
I think they looked cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
They cool.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Kind of dead, but they're cool. All right. Audio and music then. I
The
would say me.
Avengers theme was in this one.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So some interesting work with like. I was gonna say a spoiler just now by accident. Like instead of like the major rendition, we went got like the prime of the. They went for the prime with the minor rendition instead of a major, making it a bit more ominous for what
That's right.
would have been a well-known theme choice. So
Yeah.
that's some cool stuff going on there.
Yeah.
Anything to add?
Nope.
All right. We'll move on to spoiler zone then. I couldn't find the hole for a second. That's
Oh
what
yeah.
he said. Timestamp.
Yeah. Some cool spoiler stuff. I've read the comics that this is based on, so it does stick pretty close to a lot of the comic book stuff. Actually, you remember when Black Panther got captured and did he lose a limb or something? I can't remember. Yes, that is exactly taken straight from the comic book where Black Panther. Same thing happens to Black Panther. So that was pretty cool. And Black Panther also has a friend who is a talking head
Nice.
in the comic book, and there's a reference to that with Paul Rudd, Ant-Man. Was that actually played by Paul Rudd? I think it was, right?
I can check that, but go on.
But anyway, that was what the
Oh, yeah.
head
He
thing
was a
was
Can
a
head.
bit of a
confirm.
reference. Yeah. It's also, I think that was also meant to be a Futurama reference. And with the whole they go to Vision because they think it's a safe place, but hey, he's feeding people to zombies. That is straight from The Walking Dead, essentially. Can you guys guess why it's a copy of The Walking? Well, I mean, other than it's obviously like the big zombie
The
show.
zombies. Wow.
Yeah, but this is specifically, I guess, more to do with the comics. But do you know the big connection between this and The Walking Dead?
I don't know. Do they have the same writers?
Yes, correct. It's written
Ooh.
by Robert Kirkman, the comic books, Marvel Zombies, and The Walking Dead. And so that's why big Walking Dead references in this one.
Ah, Wikipedia and IMDb did me dirty on this one.
Get
Didn't get that
wrecked.
writing credit.
Oh, he didn't have writing credit on this show, but he did on the comic book. He's the author of the comic.
Oh, okay. I'm done.
Yeah, that's why. So yeah. But yeah, I thought that was a cool little fact to share with you.
Little factoids.
Yeah. What other things happened in this episode? We got our first Uncle Ben reference in the MCU.
Uncle Ben.
The first
Uncle Ben.
ever?
In the
Did-
like
Have
directly
they
saying his
never-
name, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause I was gonna say.
I don't. Did Peter Parker never say Uncle Ben?
No, the suitcase was
Yeah, that has
implied
this,
to be Ben of Uncle Ben's suitcase, but it's just BFP. His initials.
Yeah.
It wasn't directly implied. And it
But
was
no one's
implied,
ever-
but not directly said.
No one's ever spoken his name in the MCU, so that's kind of cool.
His
Little
name is
tidbit there.
copyrighted by Sony.
One of the things we got a little. I'd like to think it's a reference to the fan theories about Ant-Man going up Thanos' ass when she goes inside the zombies, or Wasp goes inside zombies' mouth and like explodes. I think that's probably a like surely that's a reference, right?
But
That
she
was a
didn't
really
go
big
up the
theory, and like
zombie's
the
ass.
Avengers people. Huh?
She didn't go up the ass. She went the other way around.
Yeah, but it was still like the expansion thing, which was also she becomes like I guess you'd say like
Giant
giant
zombie.
woman or something at the end. So that's like pretty epic, eh?
Epic Games.
Anything other things? Oh, I mean the really big thing I guess was that Scarlet Witch Vision stuff was in here. That was pretty cool.
Yep.
A little bit of a WandaVision parallel with the way that but it's like a reverse WandaVision where it's Vision trying to keep a Scarlet Witch alive instead of the other way around. When WandaVision, it's about Wanda trying to keep Vision alive. Little cheeky
True.
parallel there, which is pretty cool once again. Yeah, it was kind of weird though. Like with Vision, I guess this is a writing. This is probably the only writing problem that really stuck out to me as being bad writing. That he kind of just suddenly switches motivations, but like not even in a like a clever way. He goes and I'll help you guys, but he doesn't help them. He just kills himself and just lets them all be
True.
eaten by zombies anyway. So that was kind of and now Scarlet Witch is on the run. So like, I don't really understand what Vision was trying to do at the end there. So
He killed himself out of guilt.
instead of helping, yeah.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of the episode, we got that final stinger, which was Thanos is a zombie. Zombie Thanos.
Zombie
But-
Thanos.
yeah.
I saw a theory that like if he had the Infinity Stones, he would most likely, instead of removing half of the population, he would add like another half of the population because they need fresh meat to feed on.
Yes.
Yeah.
But ain't that a weird problem in the zombie society, mate? Like, if you eat everyone, who are you gonna eat next?
We live in a society.
Yeah, you can't really eat other. Oh, I remember in the comic books, Bruce Banner,
you
because
eat
of the way he's the
zombie
Hulk and Bruce
cows?
Banner, he eats himself.
Yeah.
He would just like
Nice.
because he could switch between forms. So it's kind of interesting. The comics are really interesting. You should have a little read of that. It's really short, only like 5
Okay.
issues. Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
all I have to talk about for the episode. Anything else?
Don't think so.
Think it's good.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yep.
We'll move on now. Final verdicts. Let's go. Theo, take it away.
All right. So, my verdicts for this one. It's a pretty cool episode, man. We got to see Zombie Land, but with superheroes and how they manage it. You know, fun episode. Lots of funny things happen, and little zombie moments. I would give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Damn. Yeah, I agree with basically what everything Dia said. Only gripe was, I guess, maybe tonal inconsistencies a little bit. Minor little nitpick. I would also like, I guess, the vision thing was a little bit off. So I'd give this one a 9.5.
Cool. I am gonna give it 9.
9.
Hey,
For a
Or combined average of like 8.7 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there you go, folks.
Let's say 8.69.
8.69. Well, 8.69. We'll go with that.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's your score for What If Episode 5.
Yeah.
As always, finally, with our What If episodes, we're going to do our special little segment.
Mhm.
Today, in today's
You know what ifs.
rendition of the Unholy Trinity, what if what if we were all dead?
I think we did that one, or actually,
Did we?
I'm pretty sure we did. That
Yes,
was one of
yes.
ours.
Ah.
We did.
You're like, what if
Yeah.
the unholy trinity didn't exist
Holy Trinity.
or
Yeah.
some
It's,
shit?
Right.
Dead,
I'm
basically,
stupid. What if then
with zombies. Eh?
we were content creating zombies?
And then we will talk about all the
we would be
exquisite
TikTok stars.
zombie movies and TikTok stars.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo, totally ate your mom's brains. Just a prank, bro.
Hey yo.
Ha ha ha.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we'd be popping.
Open
We'd be
off.
making all the edgy content.
Poppin'.
People
Hell
would love
yeah.
us.
Yes, go.
And then we eat our subscribers.
Subscribe,
We're
so we'll
hungry
come to your
boys,
house.
yeah.
Yes, and we'll keep getting subscribers with our crazy content. So we'll keep having more brains to eat.
Good shit, good shit.
Yay.
That's that
Please don't
big
cancel us.
brain
We're
plan.
not actually genocidal.
Or are we?
Genocidal.
That's
more
all
like
him, bro. FBI, go get his ass. I ain't part of this.
genitalia. Sidal.
Okay, now actually, here's the thing with
Yeah.
eating an actual brain if you're a human, because when you eat, it has to do with eating another human's nerve cells that gives you a disease called Creon disease.
What does that
I
do?
heard about that, yeah. I
Yeah,
did hear about
and
that,
it,
yeah.
it occurs in like populations that have cannibalism as like a tradition, because they I remember hearing about a like a tribe somewhere where the women and children, they would eat the brains of their dead relatives, I think, or the dead tribes members, and as a result there was a ton of Creon disease in the population, which all stopped when the tribe was informed to stop eating people's brains.
What does Creon disease do?
Creon disease. Okay, there's a medicine called Creon. Disease when eating nerve. I'm not talking about eating disorders. Kuru? Ah, yes. Infectious. Oh, prion. So when you eat an infectious protein called prion from like people's brains, you get kuru. It causes. It literally just says like causes changes to the brain and nervous system. Yeah, they stopped the practice in 1960 in this cannibalist tribe of New Guinea.
What if by eating someone's brain,
Virus.
Yeah, you see, like it's actually linked a little bit.
Yo.
Cool.
Symptoms: severe disability and death. In most cases, death occurs within a year.
Well, then that's a lesson we all should learn. Don't eat human brains, or you'll die.
Please don't. I remember
Unless
the. Yes. I also remember the people I heard this from. They made a joke where they were like, why don't zombies get prion disease?
Cause they built different.
Yes. They built different, man. All
It's
right.
like,
In any case,
Gabriel,
No spoiler.
No, not a spoiler. Sneak peek.
Yeah.
You know what is spoilers? Spoiler warning! This is the end of the episode. We're gonna say goodbye now. Farewell, people.
Bye bye. My room's getting dark.
Matane.
I'll turn on the lights.
Yes.
Yeah, in real time.